Hey guys, Team Entity 4 here, and alright, so this is gonna be my ban list video. I'm sorry, I was sick for a while, and I'm sure you've seen 10,000 copies of the ban list, but let's get started. Now, yesterday it officially confirmed that the TCG has taken, as usual, the OCG list and has not made a single change to it. So, the things that are limited are Chaos Sorcerer. Now, I feel like this deserves to be limited because since Light Sworn got hit, it'd be much easier for them to just make Twilight decks, but with Chaos Sorcerer at 1, it's not really a viable option for them. Alright. Tragodia, I think this thing would have been fine at 2. It's sort of like a dead card now. I don't know why anybody would use 1. I mean, 1 Gores and 2 Tragodia could work, but 1 and 1, I don't really see it, so now it's a worthless card in my opinion. Alright. Brownex, Dragon of the Ice Barrier. This was on the OCG list, and it deserves to be on the TCG list, and honestly, could you imagine another format with 3 of them? You know what I mean. Alright. Necrogardna, I'm sorry to see this guy go. He was a good card, and I know he's pretty broken, but I just got 3 of them, and then now I can only use 1. So I'll miss him. He's a good card, but he deserves to go. Alright. Necroface. I don't get why this guy has to go. I think he was fine at 2. I mean, he's a pretty good card. He's definitely good tech, but I don't see. Maybe the OCG knows something I don't, that they're making some sort of deck, but Necroface was fine at 2 in my opinion. Alright, Mizuki. Zombies had to get hit somewhat, because if zombies weren't hit, they would definitely rule this next format. But they just need a tiny bit of like limiting, and making Mizuki back to 1 is perfectly fine. So Mizuki was a good call. Alright, next. Luminia, and it's no Judgment Dragon, but it's definitely good enough because this allows them to search for anything that they want. It's definitely a main component of Light Sworn, and hitting it to 1 was definitely the right call. And like I said, it's no Judgment Dragon, but definitely I'm happy with it. Alright. Burial from a Different Dimension. This card had to go to 1, and it was completely broken with value sworn and other things using it, and at 1 it deserves to be there. Foolish Burial. This one, it deserved to be at 1, but I'm sorry to say that it had to go. And, I don't know, Foolish Burial, I guess can still be teched at 1, but is more viable at 2. Alright. Charge of the Light Brigade, Destiny Draw, and Allure of Darkness. Sorry, I don't have those. But, these all I thought would have been fine at 2, but, alright. So, Allure of Darkness, I guess, could go because it is really broken, and, also, Blackwings get a new draw engine the next set, which is why that probably went. Destiny Draw, I traded all mine away, so I'm sort of happy with it, and I don't really know too many decks to use Destiny Draw anymore. And Charge, again, hits Light Sworn, so anything that hits Light Sworn makes me happy. Alright. Mind Crush, I used to side this thing all the time, but now I don't really have the room. I guess it could be okay at 1. It's still usable, so I'm happy with it, and I don't know, good enough for me. And Magical Explosion, I honestly really don't care. Alright, semi-limited. Honest. Alright, a lot of decks, especially Light Sworn, were using this, and I predicted he was going to go to 2, so I was right. I'm good enough with that, and Honest was just so broken, you could discard and it has the permanent attack gain for the whole entire turn, and it was just really had to go. I know I'm not really being in depth anymore, but whatever. Cyber Dragon. Honestly, I don't know what they want me to do with 2 Cyber Dragons. Am I supposed to side 2 now? Am I supposed to main 1 and side 1? I mean, I guess Machine decks and Cyber Dragon decks really like it, but I don't know, it was fine at 1 for me. It's a good card, and it definitely could be used at 2, but honestly, what am I supposed to do with another Cyber Dragon? Alright. Demise, King of the Armageddon. The reason this guy got hit originally is because of Dark Strike Fire, but he's no longer a problem. Demise back in the day was a really good card, but let's see how it works now. They're making all those ritual monsters nowadays anyway to try to bring them back, so this might be able to do it for them. Alright, Dandelion at 1 should have been where it should have been, but it's semi-limited now. I don't really get why. It was fine at 1 in my opinion. I don't know. I've seen a lot of Gemini plant decks that would be more than happy to have 2 dandelions. Alright, Treeborn Frog. I have no problem with this at 2, though I don't really get why. Maybe for Monarchs, maybe for Absolute Zero, but it is what it is. Alright, Black Whirlwind. I run Black Wings, and I can tell you this thing had to go to 2. It was so broken at 3, I cannot, like, it was just completely unstoppable. And, yeah. It had to go. They get a new draw engine, they get like 8 new support cards in the next set, so it's perfectly fine, so don't complain. United We Stand, again, if this card was brought back a while ago, it would be good, but now, I don't really get why. What am I supposed to do with United We Stand? Nobody really uses it anymore. So, I guess, why not? Let's see how it affects the metagame. Alright. Skill Drain, Royal Decree, and Royal Oppression. Wow, my bad. Yeah, good enough. Alright. Now, most people use some of these at 3. It's sometimes like Skill Drain. In my Eotos deck, I can say is used at 3. Royal Decree, people sided for the most part, and Royal Oppression gadgets used at 3. Now, Skill Drain, I just use Forbidden Chalice now. It won't really be missed, so bye-bye. Royal Decree, Lightsworn sided it. I really don't know anyone who would ever side 3, so I guess 2 is 2. Whatever. In Royal Oppression, Black Wings tech this, gadgets thrived on it, so that will hurt them, but I feel like Royal Oppression deserves to be a 2. It's just a bit too broken. Alright, on to Unlimited. Smashing Ground and Mask of Darkness. Alright, Smashing Ground was definitely worth the wait. It was a really good card, it still is, and now it's at 3. I know Gadgets lost the use of Tragodia and got hurt a tiny bit by losing one of their Royal Oppression, but Smashing Ground makes it all worth it. You can use 3 Smashing Ground, you got 3 Fisher, you got Lightning Vortex, you got Soul Exchange, you have so many options. And Smashing Ground just only makes them stronger. So, I'm glad the Smashing Ground is back. It deserves to be back. And Mask of Darkness. It's a good card. I don't really know what people would use it in, but I'm glad it's back. I've seen it teched in a few places, rarely. Not bad. Like I said, I was getting over being sick. But, yeah, Mask of Darkness, it's good enough. I'm happy that's at the Alright, so that's the official list. And here are the things that I had wrong with the list itself. For one thing, Brain Control. This card's completely broken. I might have to just side one now, only for its pure brokenness. At regionals, I lost twice because they brain controlled my only monster and then they attacked for game. But I really think it should have been banned. It's too good. All right, Crush Card Virus. I would have liked to have this card back because I was with Starlight Road coming out and also so many other things like Dark Bribe and Solemn, and I've seen OCG use 7 tools for Bandit. You can completely stop Crush Card Virus. I don't feel like it's as broken as it used to be, but it's still a really good card and should come back for 1. Alright. Stardust Dragon. Now, I personally would have liked to see this card at 2. Alright, so what happens is, with Starlight Road, with Assault Mode version of it, with the Sin Stardust that the OCG has, and with Majestic Star, this thing's never gonna be touched really, but I feel like with Starlight Road, this card's gonna become so broken, and people are just gonna go out and get 3 stars and 3 Starlight Road, and nobody will be able to touch anybody with any destruction effects. Alright, Infernity Necromancer. I think this thing should have gone down to 1. It's completely broken in Infernity, which with the next set gets like something I heard like 17 new support cards. So it's really good, and it deserves to go to 1. Not like go permanently. And last but not least, Stratos. Ignoring the phone. I heard a lot of people saying this thing was gonna get banned, but I'm glad it didn't. I think at 1 it has a perfect home and perfect spot. I guess I decided to do Destiny Draw instead. So this has been the new TCG ban list. Enjoy, and let's see how the format takes us. Human Entity 4, signing off.